everyone, and welcome to Conversations with Pafane. I'm Pafane Mujise, and we are recording live at the JSE She Invest 2025. Today I'm joined in by an author, not author first, CA first, author, entrepreneur. I was given strict instructions on how to align the titles because it's a very important person who is dealt and engaged with very important people. Hi, Casey Rottok Chesaina.
Well done.
You? Thank
well
you.
done.
I was memorizing it. I was practicing it while I was saying my introduction.
Very impressive.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Let's talk about your journey and who you are, what it is that you do. I mean, it's very interesting to hear someone who's both a CA and an author.
Yeah.
First of all, where'd you get the time? You guys always stress dealing with the accounts or dealing with the books.
Okay. My journey is I wanted to be an author. So after high school, I wanted to write books. But my mom is also an author, and she told me there's no money in writing books. She told me go and get a real job, typical African mother. So I ended up studying accounting, becoming a CA. I still work as an accountant, mainly in financial reporting. That's what is my day job. And then writing is now my night job, if you can call it that. So so that's how I am a CA and an author. Yeah.
Let's talk about the credibility of who you are and who you've been able to engage in. You have books like The CEO, X Factor. We have Beyond the Beans. We also have this beautiful collaboration with the JSE, which is Women in Business. It's a coffee table book, extremely expensive, but worth it.
Not expensive.
Oh, sorry, he says.
The money you put is an investment.
It's an investment.
Yeah, invest more, get more.
It's quality. It's quality content.
Yeah.
What is the X factor when it comes to the CEOs that you've dealt with?
Yeah. So the book CEO X Factor is misleading because it suggests that there's one X factor, but there's different X factors. I mean, if you're in public sector, the X factor that you'll need is different from if you, let's say, the CEO of Standard Bank. That's a private organization, totally different culture. So the X factor is a situational thing, depends on your situation. So you need to adapt to your situation and have the right qualities to lead a particular organization.
Then what would you say are the common or generic X factors that leaders, commonalities that you've seen leaders have?
Yeah, so definitely that they are impact focused. They're not hell-bent on accolades. Because many people think that, like, oh, I must wear my CEO hat, I'm the boss, this is how it works, don't come to me, talk to your line manager, that kind of thing. The CEOs I interviewed are not very hierarchical, they're very collaborative, very impact-focused. So those are the common. And then also there are people who are very driven, like eat, sleep, and dream what it is they want to achieve.
I can imagine that there's a lot of sacrifice that goes into them reaching the 6 levels of success and leading the numbers of people that they lead.
Of course. And many of them, the honest ones, will tell you can't have it all. You know, people will lie to you and say, oh, no, I'm a great mother.
Life-work balance.
Life-work balance. The honest ones will tell you, look, you have to choose. There's many, like you're a CEO of an international company, you're needed board, you needed road shows, you needed all kinds of things. That's school trips that you're missing for your kid and that kind of thing. So a choice has to be made, right? You have to decide whether or not how much time you're going to give to the work, how much time you're going to give to other things. But interestingly, they still have drive outside of work. So for example, at this JSE event, I had 2 of my interviewees in this book here. That's the CEO of the JSE, Dr. Leila Furi, and Professor Tuli Madonsela, who we both know. And I found it interesting that they both climbed mountains. Mount Kilimanjaro, climbed it multiple times.
And you mean it in the literal sense?
In the literal sense.
Yeah.
They're both climbers. And you can imagine how much practice does it take to climb a mountain? How much preparation, right? And they're not young like Hofa over here.
Who's never climbed a single.
Who's never climbed anything.
A hill.
Exactly. I joked about it that I said they've climbed those things. I've climbed Modimole here. That's what I said, and people laughed. Yeah, so it was funny. But it's interesting that they've done that. You'd think that they're so busy with their jobs that they didn't have time to train and to actually go and accomplish those things. So it just shows what kind of drive they have. So success and drive, they have to come together.
I find it interesting that your profession has also poured into the industry that you've looked into, which is mostly the finance sector.
Yeah.
I'd really like to know why is it that was it mostly because of your profession?
Yeah.
That you kind of made most of your focus the finance?
Yeah, good question. So in fact, I thought, and one thing that's important that I've learned in interviewing all the people I've interviewed is you need to know what your natural talents are. And your purpose is linked to your talents. right? I can't tell you guys here that my purpose is to be a Formula One driver, for example. I'm a very tall guy. Formula One drivers are pretty lean and small, right? Because you don't have the car weight. So I can't say that is my purpose. And many of these people have that, right? My purpose is my talents are writing, and on the other hand, I'm very good, interestingly, also with the numbers. So it was a natural combination for me to interview finance leaders. My first book, Masters of Money, was just CFOs. And it did so well that the publisher, Jonathan Ball, told me, hey, go and interview CEOs as well. So it was a very close link between that, because a lot of CFOs end up as CEOs as well. So,
wow, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
I think something that I'm learning, I keep forgetting, it's Brian Tracy. He says, I listen to him a lot, and he says something along the lines of, you shouldn't aspire to be a millionaire for the sake of the money, but who you become. And I'm very curious about the traits or the leadership traits that you've recognized in the facial expression, the characteristics that you've been able to recognize and appreciate with these leaders that we can, in our various levels, can start building in ourselves.
You know, why I'm shocked is because you've not read CEO X Factor. Have you read it?
I told you I haven't.
No, but in the introduction,
Yeah.
I say, Brian Tracy says, it is the qualities that you acquire as you... Exactly what you said is in the intro to that book. So that's why I was fascinated. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, wow.
Let's
Okay.
talk about those
So let me interview you. Hey, Hofa. Anyway, that's what I said. Like, even writing my book, my first book was very hard to write. Took me 2 years to write it. This book took me 6 months to write. So you become better and better as you practice and you're doing the right things. And I said the same thing in CEO X Factor. These people are paid. I mean, I had people like Shamil Jusub, people who earn 70 million rand a year, that kind of money, 100 million rand, Harry Fourier of Capitec, crazy amount of money. So in other words, how much money do they earn an hour? It's like every minute they're earning hundreds of thousands, just mind-blowing. And they get the same amount of time that we do. So
24 hours.
the same 24 hours. So it's just that they've developed the character and they've developed the traits that are necessary for them to be successful. So I don't want to give away too much of the book, but everybody has what they call their X factor. So I'll give you the example of Harry Fourier, who I mentioned, of Capitec. He talks about simplicity. Every single thing, the simpler it is, the better it is. Think about it, user-friendly. User-friendliness is the reason why people buy stuff. Like I can tell you, oh, are you struggling with filling forms? I have a solution that fills all forms for you. I have a QR code. Now everyone has QR codes. People are looking for simplicity and simplicity. So whatever you're doing, if you can simplify it, for example, that to him is the X factor. And there's many other more like those type of examples.
Oh my goodness, I need to purchase all your expensive books now, or maybe I'm just going to run away with them. But thank you so much for making time.
Thank you for having me.
And your gift to the literary world as well.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to actually read the CEO X Factor.
I can't wait for you to buy them.
Oh, for sure. And thank you all so much for joining in. We will catch you next time.